I knew I was going to be the coolest house on the block.
Well, I thought, yeah, this is cool. Here's another place that people can come and hang out and talk and meet each other and see what happens after that.
What I thought about was enhancing our connections with our neighbors, sharing, giving back to the community, creating more of a groovy vibe in the hood.
Well, I saw one on Clare Street and I wanted to have one in our neighborhood, but I actually wasn't sure if we were ready.
I fell in love with Clare Street when I went to their white dinner party. Well, it was an epic street party that they had for our friend Angela, who's also a resident on that street. And it was amazing what they pulled off. And it seemed absolutely easy, like they did it every day. It was just really common. And I thought, what is it about this neighborhood that is so stunning?
Well, we moved here about 20 years ago, and when we first came here, there were several neighbors that we appreciated, but there wasn't a lot of community. I would just call it a regular block on any street. Nice people, but not much community happening. There are a few things that you can provide in your community that will engender meeting each other and getting to know each other, and such things as, well, Angela Evans across the street from me put the book box in, which is spread around the city now.
After what we saw on Clare Street, we thought the book box was a pretty low risk, pretty simple gesture that we could try it out on ourselves. So we had a book box making party, really a workshop, and a whole bunch of people came together and we worked together, and at the end of the day, 6 book boxes left identical and went into 6 different neighborhoods.
I wanna take all of the sad and turn it into ash. These golden blessings are many, though my heart aches.
Because I like public space and I like books. And I want more books in my public spaces.
Wash the pain for new life to grow over and over. I let these tears just be rain. You let these tears be rain. Oh,
It doesn't take a lot of effort to put up a box and invite people in.
The nice thing about this book box, Angela designed it. He went and asked each kid on our street if they wanted to contribute.
We had a little bit of a launch here on Oakmount Road. We sent out invitations to all of our neighbors, not just Evites though. We actually dropped off real paper invitations to come out to a book box launch party where it was a potluck, and it was designed to take over the street, invite people to bring a glass of wine and some great food, and to come together and enjoy this celebration and launch of the box.
Welcome, and thank you so much for everyone for coming. I've lived on Oakmount Road for 8 years now, and we've always wanted to have an excuse to get together.
We're already sort of starting to think in terms of bringing the community together, and this is kind of the street where it started. And also, you know, this is just a really good space right here because people can kind of come and sort of hang out around it.
This house and the way we live moves from the, well, I don't know from where, but the house and the garden and the sidewalk and the book box and the street are all linked in some sort of way. So.
If somebody asks me, is this our book box, I play like, no, it's just there, you know, like because I don't really want anyone to think that it belongs to somebody. I want them to see it as just something that's there that anyone can use. But our kids often are playing out here on the swing, and there's people using it, and I've heard them talking to people a lot, you know, about books and stuff. And I don't usually get involved because I just figure it's a good opportunity for them to talk to somebody without their parents always intervening.
And we have a little bell here, a sister bell. And this is my mom's painting of a guitar, and there's a lock on it right here, and a fish handle upside down. Oh.
I Googled libraries a lot. I told all my art friends about it. We really tried to figure out a really unique design, and it evolved. Originally, I had it made out of books. I covered it in books, but that didn't work, and I couldn't figure out how to seal it. And then I was camping when I came across bark, and I went, oh, I could turn it into an old growth tree. Yeah, with the baby tree on the top.
Now that the book boxes are in the different neighborhoods, they've all been decorated so that they're reflective of that neighborhood. And they're kind of doing their magic. And even though they're all really different, there's some really common themes.
It gives a subject for a conversation. And you walk around and you see your neighbors, and you say,
Hi guys.
Hi to your neighbors.
Like these neighbors
Like these
here
neighbors
who've
of
helped
ours.
us out before. Hi.
I've never met.
The book box is here.
But the book box provides an opportunity to have a conversation, for example, with neighbors you've never met before.
I think it's really important for people to know their neighbors. I think that a long time ago everyone did know their neighbors, and I think we're all starting to realize the value of that.
I think the thing I love about the book box is the fact that it's really created a new sense of community on Oakmount. We have people asking us, when are we going to have the next block party? One of our neighbors is hosting an engagement party for other neighbors on the street who got engaged over the summer. So it's really a chance for all of us to get together, hang out, and talk about some of the issues that matter to us.
We have a lot of foot traffic. They come from the methadone clinic down to the needle exchange, and we've got a rec center, and we've got a school up the way, and we've got a huge arena down there and a sports facility. So we have tons and tons of strangers coming through. And when they stop at this book box, they stop, they look at it, and they instantly become a part of the fabric. And they stop being strangers.
Well, because this is a thoroughfare, it really is just stopped by traffic, but we make people pause.
The book box brings people together, and it's a conversation piece, but it also enhances the neighborhood, makes people feel good about the place they live in. And that's good at any particular time through history, but it's particularly important at this point in time because the world is changing quite considerably and will change, I suspect, much, much faster as the days and weeks and years and months go by. And so one of the things that will help people with this change is if we talk to each other a whole lot. We don't have to agree on everything. We don't have to have the same political perspectives, but we do need to care about so what am I going to eat, how am I going to live, and it's things like that.
Clare Street shows us what's possible in terms of knowing your neighbors. They started with the book box, and they've done all these really sweet gestures all over their neighborhood, like folk art on top of the street signs, and they've taken down fences, and they put gates in between neighbors, and they've replaced a driveway with a little seating area. I think they call it the Clare Street Cafe. There's swings for kids. It's absolutely sweet. And putting in all these little gestures and connecting with each other just seems like it's not a chore for them. They really enjoy it. They really care about each other. And I think that it feels like a neighborhood family.
So we may not have a son today if it wasn't for our neighbors.
Exactly. He's fast.
He's fast. I think Angela put out a message once and said, we should do an art piece for our street. What should it be? And Jane said, I think it should be a picture of Finley running down the street with the whole neighborhood running after him bronzed.
When Lloyd, for instance, comes home, he can phone any of 3 or 4 people. They'll come and put his wheelchair in the back of the car and take it out. He was going to move away from the community, and we thought, well, we could just put an elevator on his house, and Peter's a contractor, and so we put an elevator in the back of his house, and so he got to stay.
So I think there's a sense of, knowing your neighbors, even though we don't have a plan, but we, I think, would be prepared because we know who is in each of the houses, and like that there's pets, who has what pet. There's sort of a mental inventory of all of that. And we've talked about, you know, trying to put in as much food as we can to sustain us if there was, you know, some sort of crises. And there are two houses on the block that have chickens right now. And we've talked about getting chickens as well. Other people have talked about getting chickens. So I think there is some thinking ahead to...
The bees are coming too.
The bees are coming?
Bees are coming.
Oh, are they?
Yeah.
Who's getting bees?
Thousands.
Oh, I didn't know that. So we'll have a beekeeper too, which will be awesome.
So I just want to say I did not plant this. The Iliad by Homer. Next to Jennifer Weiner, Little Earthquakes. We've got really classics and fairy reading.
Dan Brown, Point of Deception.
Silent enemy. So it's a little something for the men.
So welcome home, my dear. Forever is nothing here. Come dance in my kitchen, I'll sing you a song. You'll be so happy to hear.
I want people to be able to see our book box grow, see the connections come and go, and also recognize that we can trust people and we can create community and we can build that trust that we're looking for. And I think if we just continue to model that with our kids and with our friends and our neighbors, then there we go.
Got a book you no longer need. Leave it here for others.
Just one. In this place we're all the same.